Why would anyone counterfeit the lowly toonie? RCMP said in an emailed response to questions that the counterfeits are sophisticated, as they were able to enter the financial system and were accepted and deposited at banks. Therein lies one possible explanation for how counterfeiting toonies could be profitable: economies of scale. Says Mr. Mackey, when you start making millions of them, you're able to reuse all the dies and machinery, and spread the cost out over each individual piece. When you're producing millions of them, it may only cost 50 cents a coin to produce. The Canada Gazette says the current coins cost about 30 cents each to produce, while Kim says he's been told the new loonies and toonies will cost between 4 cents and 6 cents a piece. This is the first foreign-based counterfeiting ring of Canadian coins that the Mint is aware of. But the coin's putative origin in China didn't surprise collectors, who are accustomed to seeing Chinese-made replicas of rare collectible coins. They didn't make them to be traded as the real thing, Mr. Marshall said of the replica collectibles. They honestly make them for people to fill holes in their collection that they could never afford. But unscrupulous sellers often buy such coins and sell them online at inflated prices to unwary collectors, he added. With the counterfeit toonies, he added, the only thing that has changed is, now adventurous people are realizing that the Chinese will make anything you want. If you send them a picture, give them a diameter and a weight, they'll make it. As part of his efforts to persuade e-commerce sites and authorities to prevent the sale of Chinese-made counterfeits, Mr. Marshall has ordered thousands of fakes from Chinese suppliers. Not one of those shipments failed to cross the border into Canada and reach his doorstep via the Postal Service, he said. Canada Border Services Agency spokesperson Rebecca Purdy said officers are trained to look for smuggling and other customs violations. Between 2017 and 2021, its officers encountered a mixture of counterfeit bills and coins and carried out 25 enforcement actions. Mr. Marshall estimated that millions of camel-toe toonies are in circulation. Initially found in British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec, they're now across the country. What's more, Mr. Mackey and Mr. Marshall say they've seen entire boxes of toonies straight from banks that contained not a single genuine coin. Mr. Marshall said police should have started investigating when they were first alerted about the counterfeits in 2020, and that attempts to get public officials and the media interested were fruitless. Because it was coins, nobody reacted, Mr. Marshall said. Everybody went, yeah, right, who's gonna counterfeit a toonie? That's exactly why you counterfeit a toonie, because nobody looks.